blending. I'm through with blending and it's ready to be served.
As you all know, the concluding part of the program is here, and I have my delight smoothie right here in my hand. But one more thing you must understand on this program is that we cannot leave, or I cannot leave the camera without having a sip of what I have here. It's so colorful, so appetizing. It's something you can always have at your leisure time, either before meal or after meal. So let me sip it and see how it feels. Hope you had a great moment with us with our delight smoothie today on Tasty Cuisine. That's the much we can take. It's now time we hand you over to the Weekend Dew studio for the continuation of Weekend Dew. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.
Yes, you too. Have a great weekend. I've stopped complaining because almost everything that transpired there does not crowd across here. But let's have this comment different from the previous ones we've been taking. It has always been complaint, but this time around, this one is coming from Lagos. He says, good morning, Suleiman and Thelma. I am Oyewole Jalil from Lagos State. The power distribution here has been very encouraging. Perhaps that might be as a result of prepaid meter here in Ilupeju, Lagos. Over 3 days now, it has been 24 hours power supply uninterrupted, and he says he will be very glad to loan fellow Nigerians some units of electricity.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Finally, accolades.
Yeah.
That's good. But if it should be told, for the last, since Friday, we've had power outage once. It lasted 1 hour. Okay. So all through Saturday, up till I arrived here today, we've had power. That's about 36 to 38 hours uninterrupted. Okay. So there's good news in different parts of the country. Really, we should persevere. We have entered the next level, and it's good news from here henceforth.
And I think that's to do with the, metering system, which is very important. Okay, let's move on with, some challenges now. And this time around, it's coming from Asaba. I'm sure, I can only imagine that we have tons of complaints coming from there.
It could be accolades too.
I'm hoping so. At least let's shift away from, the negativity and all of that. So let's take this from Asaba.
Electricity is fundamental to the ability of modern societies to operate optimally. Its impact on the lives and businesses of people is so huge that its absence could threaten the stability of almost every area of the economy and the society at large. Insufficient power supply has been the bane of the Nigerian electricity sector. In the quest for a solution to this lingering problem, the country has witnessed a series of changes in the management of its power sector. The last being the integration of private-owned regional distribution companies to facilitate effective distribution of electricity across the country. But has this translated into improved power supply? Our Weekend Deal crew sampled the opinion of some residents in Delta State. They share their experience on power supply and consumption in their respective areas.
They are trying. I would say they are trying. They are doing very well, but it's not really easy. I'm having lights where I'm comfortable with the lights, so I'm not complaining. They are trying.
I stay in Okpana. The power station is not all that stable, but it's just as 3 hours on, 3 hours off sometimes, but it's not regular. The light is good. When the light comes, the power is okay.
In Agbo, the light station is epileptic. The power supply is not really constant. At times, there will be light for maybe 2 weeks. At times, it will be off and on. Like now, in Balek area, now there's no light because the transformer is bad.
I think Warri is better, going by the number of man-hour they give the light. And the rationing over there, the alternate hours they give the ration the light, is balanced.
The light, since I park in that compound, man, no light. No light, but they will bring light too, but you will not even use it and pick something from ground. Very, very low.
Estimated billing occurs when a consumer does not have a metering device to enable the reading of his appropriate bill. Although it is a conventional method of billing adopted by electricity companies world over, it remains a very controversial process as consumers constantly bemoan cases of perceived overbilling.
The prices are too high. I believe that at times, like our shopping complex now, they wrote a bill for a month, 21,000, 15,000, and it's too high for just a shopping complex to pay 15,000. It's like cheating. I even prefer the prepaid meter, which you just slot in your card. Once you exhaust your money, the thing goes off. It's better.
Sometimes they bring bill, but the bill, only the two flowers. Sometimes they will give you something thousand or 40-something thousand, which is not possible. Is not something like industry.
Mrs. Esther Okoli is the Corporate Affairs Officer, Benin Electricity Distribution Company, Asaba. She cites power theft as one of the major challenges facing the industry.
It's a situation where you will find that most of our consumers, not customers because they do not pay for services rendered, engage in energy theft, thereby shortchanging the company through meter bypass and illegal diversion of electricity. It goes a long way in making it.
Wow, we're getting that information from Delta State, Asaba precisely. And we had spoken to some residents from Okpanam, from Delta, who had said that some areas is good, some areas are not so good. But what we were just talking amongst ourselves is, can you imagine how it will be like it was in the past if when you are going to give us power, we know, so we plan. And when we're not going to have it, we also know. That way, people can organize and structure their lives.
As a matter of fact, you have the electricity almost all the time. What usually happens, by the time, maybe if they want to, take a break, let me say, take a break from the power supply, there's usually an announcement in the TV, radio, and even public address system that are available to announce to the people that there's going to be power outage from this time to this time, and usually for a short period of time. And I'm just hoping and praying that one day we'll get back to those lovely and enjoyable years.
Perhaps when that day even comes, there'll be no need for announcements. We'll be having power 24 hours. We're going to Borno State. We're going to Maiduguri over there. Let's hear what's happening. What's the situation with power?
One of the characteristics of a developed country is having an uninterrupted power supply throughout 24 hours of the day. Nigeria is rated as the second poorest power supply country in the world. This is due to the failure of the Nigerian power sector to provide adequate electricity supply to domestic households and businesses. Previously, people enjoyed 4 hours of power supply, and most times several days go by without power supply. People resort to generators to get power. Currently, the situation has improved. Most areas in the country enjoy 18 to 24 hours of power supply. Residents of Maiduguri, the Borno State capital, have agreed that there is improvement of power supply. Some of them who spoke off camera shared their experience by kicking against 24 hours supply because it has led to a high increase in the charges. In addition, they are of the view that the electricity company are not transparent considering the number of hours they consume does not tally with the charges or bills. Others have this to say.
The power supply in Maiduguri has now improved at least a little bit compared to the last year one. My advice is that they should try and work hard on making sure so that they will be having light current immediately. So it will help us like welders, more like we welders. Pertaining power supply, of course, there is an improvement because ever since these weeks, I just witnessed only once that power is being taken off. So you know that Borno State has experienced many challenges in terms of security challenges. So they shall be friendly with people, businesses. They should be patient with people because, you know, in terms of food stuff, people are suffering from how to survive now. The supply is quite improving, but a lot of conjunction load on the transformer that hinders the full current supply to our household. The charging is exorbitant, true, because prepaid is better. You know, when you get the prepaid meter, you know really what you are consuming. But estimated billing, sometimes most of the household doesn't even have the electrical appliances that consume such amount of current that they are charging us. My advice to the company is they should at least supply us with the prepaid meter so that we know really what we are consuming is what we are paying for. I think it should be better that way.
Presently, it is only the matter of the billing system that I think I have complained about it. People don't consume up to that amount per month, but the billing rate at 5,000, 10,000, sometimes even 15,000 naira. You begin to ask yourself, what have you used? You only have your television set, your fan, maybe your 2, 3, 4 bulbs in the house. That's all.
It's just that the charges is a little bit high. But I don't know for people that are using NEPA direct, but I'm using prepaid meter. The one I'm using is prepaid meter, so sometimes if I get 1,000 naira and it's like 28, 29 minutes, it will take me up to 2 weeks.
According to investigation carried out from expert opinion, the company does not bill its customers arbitrarily. This complaint may be as a result of the commissioning of the 330 kV transmission, which now supplies 20 to 24 hours of power supply, when the company relied on 132 kV, which can only supply 10 to 12 hours per day. This simply means the consumption of energy by consumers in the state have multiplied. According to them, people mismanage the use of energy. As consumers, they say, are in the habit of having lights even during the daytime. So the higher the consumption of energy, the higher the charges. For instance, a simple study in our prepared meters users showed those who buy a unit of 2,000 to 3,000 monthly now have to spend 15,000 to 20,000 because of their usage of energy. On the allegation of exorbitant or estimated billings without meter, we go to people's homes to log assessment based on the gadgets they have in the house and bill them accordingly. In addressing the problems of estimated billings, prepared meter should be provided to all residential and business areas. This is to enable every customer to be billed accordingly. Also, prepared meter will assist in making consumer of power to manage the use of energy so as to avoid paying much. The electricity company should reduce tariff charges to consumers to make it affordable, taking into consideration the least paid workers of 18 minimum wage and the lowly paid in the society.
Okay, not in a hurry. Of course, we get to take the sports summit with Godwin Enahina, but do we have challenges in the power sector? Yes, but these are challenges that we can certainly overcome, and if we do the needful. And right now, let's join Godwin Enahina for the sports summit.
Nigeria and Egypt, fantastic kickoff, and count the seconds. How soon it took Nigeria to score. Incidental.